Good days, everyone. Biani floating on the air. Today we are reflecting on the impact of attending all women's colleges. I'm coming upon my graduation at one of two all women's HBCU colleges, okay? Bennett College. I have invited two marvelous Salem college students to share their experience at their all women's PWI University. Jessia James is a driven sophomore student working to obtain a bachelor's of mathematics while simultaneously balancing being the co-chair of the Big and Little Sister program at Salem and the RA of the dorms at Salem College, the secretary of Salem Dance Company, and a passionate tennis athlete who all in the same breath is working to pursue a career in space research and technology. And we also have Quay Atkinson, freshwoman extraordinaire. She is actively pursuing her degree in kinesiology and exercise science with the impeccable skills of problem-solving skills, communication, and leadership. She has graced us with her presence today as our special guest, choosing to spend her free time with us today. Welcome, everyone.
Hi, I'm Quay. I'm a rising sophomore. My major is exercise science, and I go to Salem College and went to Salem, North Carolina.
Say your BSU position.
I am on the executive board of BSU. I am the community outreach coordinator.
Hi, my name is Jessia. My friends call me Jessie. I am a rising junior at Salem College. I major in mathematics and I minor in data science. Any board positions, I am the social media chair for the dance company. I am also going to be starting the debate club at Salem College, so stay tuned for that. Just more stuff that I'm applying for, which you have to stay tuned for.
Yes, ma'am. And we're here to talk about our experience at all women's colleges.
Ooh.
So,
That's
first question, why did you choose to go to all women's college?
Ooh.
Yeah, that's a good question.
I think I could start.
Yes.
Okay. I'm an international student from St. Lucia. I forgot to mention that I'm also the secretary of the international club. Oh my god. Shout out
Just
to
a long list.
Yes, I'm an international student from St. Lucia in the Caribbean. Big up Julian Alfred. She won a gold medal in the 100 meters for St. Lucia. First ever gold medal. I just have to put that out there. I'm from the same island as Julian Alfred. So why did I choose an all-women's college?
Mm-hmm.
So Salem College was the first college that I applied to when I started my applying colleges tracks. I'm a tennis player, and I played tennis, and my coach was like, hey, these are some schools I think you should apply to, and Salem College was one of them. And we had this little thing where we go to different hotels to play tennis, and I met some Salem College alumni, and I was like, where is Salem College? Oh my god, I had no idea what Salem College was, where it was at. I'm like, huh? And in the same breath, I also did apply to other women's colleges as well, like Agnes Scott. So it was more than one women's college as well. And at first I was very skeptical, especially my parents, because they were like, oh, it's an all-girls school, why does Jessie want to go to an all-girls school? It was just a lot. So then I also did apply to the different colleges as well. But then I came back to my first decision of Salem College because I really love the STEM program, especially since I'm a math major and they pay so much attention to mathematics, specifically the professors Paula Young. And I love the outreach of Salem College. My coach Ed Steele, every day he was calling and was like, hey, are you coming to Salem? Oh my god, the people there were genuinely so kind and so nice, especially to me as an international student coming in for the first time. And I felt that there was such great reception, and it wasn't just that they were reaching out because they wanted you to come to school, or just out of oh yeah, you're applying, so we're sending you this generic message. It felt like we care about you as an individual, and we feel like you as an individual will do better, and be a part of like the holistic view of Salem College, and they genuinely wanted to make sure that like you came, and there was like a personal touch to it. Like my, at the time, the international student advisor, Collier, she was phenomenal, and like Emily. So just like the connection that I made with everyone and how it felt like home and safe, and just like the attention to STEM and everything like that made me want to come to Salem College, especially since I did like engineering at like a previous school, and it was like engineering and like STEM is kind of like a male dominated field. And that is another reason why I chose Salem College, because I think that like I would have had like equal rights or equal representation being with all women in like STEM classes and like sitting in classes, so that way I could like be like, we all have the same goal, we all want to be in STEM, and like I didn't have to like compete with guys, or like guys taking my work and then taking credit for my work to the professor, or guys like there was just a general preference towards the males, and I was like, if I go to Salem, I don't have to worry about that, and I could just be myself, a woman in the STEM field, playing tennis, and like just meeting great people as well. So that's why I chose Salem.
Good.
And I definitely resonate with the personal touch part. I've been at college, there was that same energy of me applying and professors reaching out and being like, hey, we see you're interested, and following up. So that energy extended even out after I applied, and I moved on to campus eventually after 2 years, because at first I was an online student, so I've had a very well-rounded experience at Bennett. But just to stay on topic of like why I chose Bennett, at first I was a middle college student, so I had my high school experience on this campus. I literally would walk around as like a 16-year-old, seeing the other college students, all the women, and being inspired by them, and like, okay, this is awesome to see. Like, I love seeing beautiful black women going into their classes, like seeing them study. Like, that inspired me as a 16-year-old. I was like, yep, that's what I want to do. And so I just followed that. I just continued to be at Bennett College, and I applied to Bennett College. I got a full ride, so I was like, well, the money's there. I enjoyed the experience.
Graduating senior.
I'm graduating now. So that was the original why I chose an all-women's college, because I just like being around women because they inspire me. In turn, I inspired them, and it's just like I learned so much. And then plus, I did have 3 brothers. I still do have 3 brothers, and I was under them all the time. Like, we lived in a house, and I didn't really travel that much, so we were in each other's face, and we played a lot together. And so I was just like, I've been in an all-male environment for a long time. Plus, my mom and my grandma stayed in the house, of course. I was like, I want to be around women. Like, I didn't know what it was like to have a sister until like my younger sister came, but I still wanted like an older sister. So that was part of the why I chose Bennett College, to have that sister experience and then have that inspiration around me all the time.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. To answer your question, I actually, when I applied to Salem College, I didn't know it was an all-women's school.
Oh, that's crazy.
I did not know until I had like looked through the videos, like the welcome video and stuff like that, and I was like, oh, it's an all-women's school. I thought it was really, really cool. But there was another reason why I did come, is because I just felt really welcome. As soon as I stepped on campus, everyone was so welcoming and so vibrant around the campus, and I felt so welcomed. And as well as got a full ride as well. Go where the money's at. Go where the money's at. I just really like loved the overall experience, and also our school focuses on more of like health leadership and stuff like that as well. They inspire us to be like leaders and future educators and all that good stuff. So I really love that about Salem.
With that, Salem, you found out last minute it was all women's college. So what? That didn't deter you? You were like, okay, it's an all women's college. Do I want to stay, or was it just still like the money's there, everything's there, I'm gonna stay?
I didn't think about that at first. Like it being an all women's school, it didn't like push me back or anything like that. I was like, well, maybe this would be something different for me. Probably very interesting. So I was like, might as well go. Just to see.
That's it. Yeah. And so you talked about your school being focused on leadership, becoming a teacher, or what else?
Health leadership,
yes.
Health leadership.
And so for us,
I would say Bennett College is more focused on international citizenship.
Oh,
Real, I like that.
Yeah,
I like that.
because
Here.
at Bennett we do free passports. Free
Oh.
passports, yeah. And we do a group trip to Morocco every year.
Wow.
Wow. Oh, yeah, we Nick.
Yeah,
International students, you're hearing this, right?
right.
Right.
And
Listen, guys.
we have 2 foreign exchange students here that we host every year.
Okay.
And then we have 2 foreign exchange teachers that we host every year.
Mm-hmm.
And, we have a really strong study abroad program. Counselor, she sends us emails, scholarships. She keeps us up to date. And we're having another event, April 23rd. It's called the Cultural Expo.
Ooh.
So I would say,
we
like,
could come.
yeah. Salem is more focused on
Health leadership.
And if y'all could talk a little bit more of what that looks like. And Bennett College is more focused on international citizenship.
Yo, me say something about health leadership. You're the exercise science major. Mine is just my okay. I would say, how would I describe health leadership? Because I am not in like, I'm a math major, so like I am not directly like involved in health leadership. But I would say like health leadership is sort of people who want to go into like the health industry, and it's just about defining you as a leader. Like we have different like conferences every year, like for health leadership, like Salem College Rise. Like we had what is a leader, how different aspects of being a leader, practicing like responsibility, and that's what we focus on this year as like a leader. Just like a lot of stuff, and like with Summer McGee, our president now, current president, focus so much on health leadership and being leaders in the health industry, and not just in the health industry, but being leaders in general, and showing that like a leader starts off with just you being yourself and having confidence in yourself. Confidence was something else that we discussed
confidence.
last year.
I was gonna tell you that too.
Confidence, responsibility, and what do you call it? The swag.
The swag one. No, it's not on my
It's
head.
okay. It's
If
okay.
it comes to my head, I'll say something. It comes to my head.
But these health leaders, they become the Salem scholars, and they get fully funded, whether that's like they do biology, health science, exercise science. Like, no matter what it is, even like with my major in mathematics, I realized that I was like, how do I apply to health leadership? And then that's why I met Biani over the summer, because my advisor was like, hey, there's this internship in like health informatics. I'm like, what is health informatics? I'm like, I don't know anything about that. I'm just going for like the programming and that's it. And I come in and we focus so much on health and epidemiology and like the social determinants of health. All of these stuff are what we're focusing on in health leadership and health advocacy. Like we have great professors like Dr. Robertson, like who are just like really phenomenal, and they teach you how to be a leader in the health focus as well. And I'm not saying that like Salem is like health leadership focused, because like we are liberal arts school, but we try to focus on like health in like the different aspects of our majors, especially like in art, like art therapy as well. So like it's just health and different stuff, and
Our all women college experiences. Thank you so much to Jessia and Quay for coming out of Winston-Salem College to come and visit Bennett College for this podcast today. We really appreciate you. Thank you all to the listeners for choosing to tune into this podcast. Be self-love, and tune in next week for another episode. I hope this conversation gave you some insight on how much all women's colleges have an impact on Black women across the country.
Bye.